Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have not sat here to do a video in so long, and I'm so sorry guys. So if I took a break because your girl needs it, you know, we need to recuperate. Now I'm back and I have new videos coming out, and I have new content that I want to try and show for you guys. Please give this video a like, comment down below what more videos would you like to see. Make sure you subscribe, press that bell so you can be notified every time I post a video, because I'm posting twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. So today I decided to recreate one of my Valentine's Day look. What was the very first Valentine's Day look I ever did, and it was from basically a year ago, and I decided to recreate it because I saw Leslie Marie, my inspiration. I'll leave her video right here. I decided to do this video because I saw like she showed from how she grew from like years back to now, and I love that video because I said I want to see my growth. I want to see how much I have like grown as a YouTuber and as a makeup artist. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get on with this video. I'm just gonna go in with the brow definer micro pencil in the shade black brown, and it just looks like a regular pencil. Do this with the spoolie is brush my eyebrow hairs up so I'm able to outline the bottom, and that's all I'm basically doing, is just doing the outline. And I'm slightly doing it because my eyebrows are already dark. We don't need them a lot darker. So all I'm doing is literally outline the bottom to like so. I draw my eyebrow hairs a little longer, and then to the top, all I'm doing is mimicking brow hairs on the front, and I'm literally like going so lightly, like so. I really don't do much to my eyebrows. I'm going to do the same thing on this eyebrow. So now I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro concealer, and you already guys know my favorite concealer, and I'm going to use the shade Porcelain. I'm gonna put some in the back of my hand, and I'm going to take the Wet n Wild concealer brush, and I'm just gonna be packing concealer on both sides so it can flatten. And all I'm really doing is just like carving out my eyebrows like so. Now I'm just taking a brush and I'm just like tapping in that concealer into my skin. Now with the leftover concealer that I have on the back of my hand with the same concealer brush, all I'm really doing is packing that all over my lids. What I'm really doing is just doing this, tapping in the concealer. Today I'm going to be using the pressed palette. This is the Nikki and the Beauty Bay collection eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to just use this angle brush because of the shape that I'm going for. So I'm going to take in that red shade that's called Nikai, and I'm just going to just outline it. I'm not going for like, I'm taking a little bit on the angle brush and I'm like making it seem like I'm cutting my crease. So I'm gonna start like a little above my crease. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush with no product, is just blending that. I just want to blend out the edges, even though we're going to be blending out the edges with another color. I just want to blend out the edges just a little bit. With a smaller brush like the other one, I'm going to take the ColourPop E1 brush, and in the next shade that I'm going, the next eyeshadow that I'm going to go into is Blend and Snap, which is the hot pink. It's not really a hot pink, it's like a more like baby pink, and I'm going to be blending out the red but on the top because we need this to be blended. Taking a little bit, and all I'm really doing like is just like on top of the red, just stamping that pink like so. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. Fluffier brush, I'm really just going back and blending those two colors together, making sure they're well blended together, and they look like this. Here you can see on this eye we kind of lost a little bit of the red, which is okay. That's where we're gonna go back into the red eyeshadow, and we're just gonna outline it again with this brush, the same brush we was using to blend out the red. That's what I'm going to be doing. We're gonna blend out the red just a tad bit. So I'm just literally like blending red a little more to my liking, just like so. Even though we're gonna be blending it with the pink, it's okay. And all I'm doing is the same thing on this eye. Gonna be blending that out. Now I'm gonna go in with the same ColourPop brush, and I'm adding a little more pink, but I'm dabbing it first to then go back and start blending it. And all I'm really doing is just blending on right there. So with that same concealer brush, that brush that we used to blend out the concealer, all I'm doing is cleaning up on the sides. All I'm really doing for that. And I'm just taking a little more concealer, and I'm just gonna cut my crease. And let me tell you, that's a sharp crease, honey. Before I go in like and start like doing anything perfecting the top, I'm just taking that same little brush and I'm just patting on that concealer. I'm going to take this like a little pencil brush, and I'm going to be taking that red, and I'm on top where we cut the crease, literally I'm just adding that red and blending it just like so. We're gonna go back with a little bit of concealer as well. So all I'm really doing is just adding this little bit of red on top. Now to set the concealer, I'm going to use the color Zoomer, which is like a light peachy shade, and I'm just gonna apply that right all over where we just cut the crease. And I'm just going to be taking this blending brush, but all I'm really gonna take, I'm not gonna be blending, all I'm just gonna be doing is packing on that peachy shade like so. Now with that same red shade, I'm literally going to be connecting my lower lash line to it, just like that. And we're not gonna leave it like this, honey, because you saw how on that look I had glitter. Wait, you're gonna want to add some glitter. I used to use the NYX Professional glitter primer, I think it was called, but now I like to use the duo eyelash glue because it holds better and it's just like, it's just better. So I'm just adding some of it to the back of my hand. Now with this flat brush, I don't know where's it from, I don't know what type of brush is it, sorry guys, but I'm gonna just take some of that eyelash glue, apply that right where the peachy shade is at. Now I'm going to use this like pink glitter shade. I'm running out a little bit. Your girl gotta get more. I got this from Amazon, and it came with like a whole little tray of little glitters, and I was like, ooh, your girl's in love. To take this concealer brush from e.l.f. and see if it picks it up. Glitter, I'm just gonna clean up the excess. Like, it's so messy, and to take it off, like, oh my god. All I'm doing is just like wiping off any makeup that I have on the, like, on the floor, on here, on the face. Going with a primer. Oh, I'm running low, honey. Your girl running low. I'm going to go and use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 spray. So I'm just going to be spraying that. Now I'm going to be using the Shop Miss AA Plus No Pore face primer, and I'm just going to be applying that all over where I have pores, because we want this face on the bottom looking as smooth as possible. Going in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 50 in the shade NC25. I'm just gonna take that concealer brush that we used earlier, and I'm just literally like applying that all over my face. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. brush, the buffing foundation, and I'm literally just buffing that out. Just doing basically is blending everything out, picking up any product that I have, just blending everything out just a little more. Now I'm gonna go in back with the same concealer, and I'm just adding off a little bit onto my face to lighten and brighten this face, because girl, your girl has not been sleeping lately and we need some brightness up in here. So all I'm doing is applying it. I learned this new trick from TikTok. You apply here into the inner corner, like right there, and you apply right here. And all I'm really doing is just highlighting the points of my face. So the next thing I'm going to do is cream contour. This is something I always had trouble with, is cream contour, because I didn't know how to contour, where does it go, like nothing. I always like used to overdo it, like I didn't know I would have blended out correctly, so you would just see that like a dark cream contour under the on the makeup, and it was not okay. Alright, so I like to cream contour. I like to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and it's the perfect shade to contour. So I take some in the back of my hand, and I use the e.l.f. Sculpting Face Brush. I take some, right, and I take some off, you know, so I'll just go with Smile right there on top of my cheekbone, and all I'm doing is like stamping in that product. I know it kind of looks crazy that you're like, oh my god girl, what the hell you doing to your face, but girl, believe me, I'm taking off product and I'm starting to like I'm like blending it, like I'm pressing it into the skin. It looks crazy, but trust me, trust the process with the sponge is what's gonna make it blend out. You see it's already starting to blend out, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Take a little bit, Smile, and start stamping in that contour. Now I'm gonna take some and I'm gonna apply that on my jawline. Start making that line because we're gonna also emphasize our jawline. The trick that I learned over the year that I started doing, my forehead is not that big, it's really not, so I always use the contour on top of my forehead. But I learned when you're gonna contour on top of your forehead, that means you have a really big forehead and you want to make it smaller. You don't want to make it smaller from here because it's already small. You want to make it smaller from here so it can look it has dimension. So that's also something I also learned. With a little bit product that you have left on your brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my nose. Before putting setting powder, I like to blend my creases under my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl setting powder. I'm gonna take some on my sponge, take some off, and I'm literally just drawing a straight line next to where we just contoured. And I'm just gonna bronze up this face, honey. Take this brush from Wet n Wild, take some off. Now I'm gonna go in and set the whole entire face, because I only set it the face only where I put the concealer. Now I'm gonna go in with the medium golden mineralized skin finish natural setting powder, and I'm just gonna set my face, bronze up my nose, and I'm just taking a little edge brush, bronzing up my nose. Now I'm gonna finish the lower lash line, going with this C brush from e.l.f., taking that red shade in the Kai, and I'm placing that really close to my lash line. Now I'm gonna go back in with that pinky shade, and I'm going to go a little lower, the red. I'm gonna apply this Man Eater mascara. Now I'm going to go into with this red lip liner. I can't tell you where it's from because it wore it off. Now all I'm doing is lining my lips. So guys, for some reason the camera literally shut off while I was showing you guys the highlight I was using, but I was just using the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place, which is this highlighter. You guys already seen me millions of times use it, and I went ahead with the Wet n Wild Porcelain pink blush, and I went ahead and applied the lashes. This is the end of this look. Yeah, before I end this video, I want to give a great big thank you to you guys, because I'm already at 411 currently on Instagram. So yes, I did not forget about the surprise. I still have the surprise coming up. Probably by next week I will announce it sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. Please continue subscribe, guys. Like, you don't know how much I actually love you guys for supporting me. It is crazy because I have so much in store. Yeah, guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the love and all support, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.